Then we ran into a couple of bumps along the way. So bump number one. Remember EDS, our largest customer? So Ben, my partner, CEO, pulls me into his office one day, and the account manager for EDS is there, and he's like, Tim, we've got a problem. I was like, what's going on? The new guy in charge of the software, making our software work down at EDS, and like he is flipping mad. He says it doesn't work. He's like, you got to go down there and talk to him. I was like, what did I do? Why me? So I get on a plane with our account manager, head of professional services, head of product management. I go down to see this guy, Steve Smith, at EDS. EDS is in Texas, by the way, Plano, Texas. Do we have any people here from Texas? All right, one guy from Texas. All right, don't take this the wrong way, but Plano, Texas is not where you want to spend a lot of time. So I go down. I see Steve Smith, who is like, he's been in Texas all his life. He looks like he's been eating a porterhouse steak for breakfast, lunch, and dinner since he's been 2 years old. Weighs like 350 pounds. And he just like yells at me for half an hour straight about how it was just dishonest, and like this software doesn't do one thing you said it was going to do, and it just doesn't work, and it's, just like railing on and on. And so, what do you do? It started to elicit a very strong survival response in me. Now, what I wanted to do was say, excuse me, I need to go to the bathroom, and then just like run back to the airport. But I didn't. I sat there and I listened to him, and I said, at the end, I said, Steve, look, I don't have any excuses. I said, but I want you to know that it is personally embarrassing to me that you find yourself in this state and that our software is not working for you. I said, there is no company without Opsware working for you. You're our largest customer, $20 million a year. Like, we can't survive without you guys. So believe me when I say, if you give me the chance, I'm going to make this work for you. So he yells at me some more. But he ultimately gives me the chance. And we go outside, and everybody else I was with was they were like, oh my God, we are screwed. They didn't use that word, they used a cruder word, but we're screwed. And I said, you guys are insane. Like, we came down here to get a chance. That was a hugely successful meeting. We got a chance. So I went back, and I told our CEO, Ben Horowitz, I said, game change. Like, we've got to mobilize the entire company. So I spent the next, by the way, the chance that Steve, yeah, I didn't mention this, the chance that, what I told Steve was, like, you give us 6 months, we'll get this fixed for you. And he's like, you have the chance, you have 60 days. So 60-day plan. So I went back, and I spent the next 60 days mostly living down in Plano with a dozen or two of our best engineers on site every day with EDS, who has a no jeans dress code, by the way. For engineers, that is job killing. But at the end of 60 days, like, EDS is happy again. And everything, like, it was a lot of work still, even from there on out. It wasn't actually true that the software did not one thing we said it was going to do, but they had some issues. We worked them out. So we spent 60 days, and then the next, probably 6 months after that, continuing with extraordinary efforts on EDS to get them going. So to protect that $20 million in revenue, and everything worked out great. Now, I find out later, as we, like 6 or 8 months later, we're having dinner down there with EDS to celebrate our great success on this effort. And Steve Smith tells me, he's like, yeah, I was really impressed with how you guys responded. Because I had CA down here and Mercury that same week, and I yelled at them just like I yelled at you, and like I never saw them again. Like, they bolted to the airport, just like I wanted to do. And so that was a big lesson for me, which is that effort means a lot. You know, it comes down to it, like especially to people. You know, your relationship, especially in enterprise software business, is with people. And if you show them that you're trying, and you know, you show them that you're willing to put whatever it takes into solving a problem, like, it's going to make a difference for them. So, although I wish I'd known at the time, I might not have quite tried that hard, because believe me, it was hard.